Okay, I'm not gonna bore you with the soppy story of how I used to be really introverted. I used to stay in my room all day. I used to not speak to anyone. I'm sure you've heard that story like a million times on YouTube already. I'm literally just gonna tell you this. I used to be unsociable. Now I'm sociable. So I'm gonna give you the tips I'd give to my younger self to make myself sociable quicker. So, first of all, what does it mean to be sociable? It's quite a broad term, so let's narrow it down. It's simply your ability to communicate effectively with other people, how comfortable and how at ease you are in social situations, and building new relationships and building new connections. So the first one is make it easy to do. If I was a personal trainer and I wanted someone to lose weight, I wanted a fat person to lose weight, I wouldn't tell them just to eat like greens and leaves all day because it's quite difficult for them. I tell them, okay, you can maybe cut out some of these foods, but you can still enjoy some foods. Then it's easy for them, then they're more likely to lose weight. In the social game, like say you like to go to the gym or you like to dance, go to the gym and socialize there, or go to the dance club and socialize there. Because you're gonna be in your natural environment, you're gonna be comfortable already, and you're gonna meet people that are similar interests as you. So you're gonna be able to initiate conversations easier because you have something similar you could talk about. So say for me, I like to go to the gym, I like to go to the calisthenics park, and I meet loads and loads of people there. And like it's a really nice community in these places. It's less daunting because it's not one-on-one. So you can speak to some people, go back to your stuff, speak to some more people. There's less friction involved in it. And then of course, like you need to once you're good at socializing in your natural environment, like for me it was the gym, go out to other places, go to parties, go to bars, go to restaurants, go to cafes, and step out your comfort zone and then slowly build it up. So say some people, you guys might like, I don't know, football, go to a football club and socialize. If you guys like martial arts, that's a great one. Go to martial arts and socialize. If you guys like chess, go to a chess club and socialize. If you like wine tasting, go to a wine tasting place and socialize. So number two is practice speaking to everyone. There's this concept I talk about. It's called social lubrication. It sounds a bit weird, but let me land. So I used to have this belief that one day this magical princess would fall from the sky and I'd be able to go up to her and talk to her with ease. But then when I did see the hot girls in public, I found it quite hard to speak to them. I didn't really know what to say. So sometimes I did speak to them. I'll be like, hey, I thought you were pretty. Can I get your number, please? I didn't know how to charm them up or be charismatic or anything like that. So what I did actually, I took a step back from the cold approaching, and then I just started just practicing speaking to people in every day. So say I saw someone on the bus, I just have a little conversation with them. At the gym, little conversation with that person. In the cafe, when I'm buying something, a little conversation there. When I'm buying something in the shop, a little conversation there. Speaking to the waiter, a little conversation. Then as these little conversations went on, I started to be able to hold the conversations for longer and learn more about how to engage people, how to actually communicate with people. So when I did see the hot girl or when I did see that princess fall from the sky, I can speak to her easier. I wouldn't just go up to her like a robot. I can actually hold a long conversation. I really encourage you just to learn to speak to everyone. I recently got a job in this ice cream shop where everyone comes in. So families, older people, younger people, middle-aged people. And now I know how to speak to all of them. Say when I'm in business with other people, like I'm in business with a 65-year-old man, I don't know if that's ever gonna happen. I know how to speak to them. If I want to get a hot girl's number, I know how to speak to her. If I want to make friends with a guy, I know how to speak to him because I've spoken to the whole bloody world. But for the like shy guys or the shy girls or the people that are just starting on their social journey, I just recommend saying one new thing every time. So say you meet someone at the gym, maybe say like, "Oh, what do you get up to today?" And then the next time you say, "What do you get up to today?" "Oh, I did this as well." And then you slowly build it up. And this kind of reduces your fear. I don't know what that psychology term is, but it's when you it's like exposure therapy. You slowly build up into it. Okay, number three is learn from others. And this is a really, really effective one. A lot of the time we look at people like myself or other people and we think they have this confidence naturally. They have this charisma naturally. Oh, they were just born out of the womb and they can speak to the whole world. But that's not true. Every single person that you see that is sociable or is confident or is good at speaking to people, they've been through the trenches. They've had situations where they weren't sociable, so they actually had to learn. So everyone's been in your situation basically. All these people that are really confident, even these actors, these Hollywood actors, they've had points in their life where they were not sociable at all. So what we can do is actually learn from them. You can learn from your friends, you can learn from your family. I like to learn from my friends and family. And you can either like ask them specifically for advice, which they'll definitely tell you, because people like to help people that are going down the path that they've taken. Sometimes if you have really good friends like me, they'll actually give you some tips. So I was in France with my friend Jason. We were in this rich area called Saint Tropez, and we went to this kebab shop to buy a kebab, obviously, some kebab and chips. We were sitting down, and then this really tall Danish girl walks in. She was quite hot, actually. I think her name was like Christina or something, and she told us she'd been partying with these rich people, and we were like, cool, 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 cool. And then we were talking to her, and then as I was talking to her, it kind of felt like an interview. Like I was speaking to her, but it felt like it was going back and forth, like a ping pong game. Like, oh yeah, you're in university. Oh nice, so you like business? Oh yeah, I like business as well. Oh, that's quite cool. And then it didn't really have any engagement or emotional depth into it. So as we were walking back, me and Jason, back to the villa, back to the house, he was telling me, Amani, it's great. You can easily initiate conversations with people. You're really confident in doing that. But when you're speaking to girls, use emotion, not logic. Speaking to girls is different to speaking to guys, Amani, he was telling me. So maybe use some more stories. Maybe use some more labeling. Maybe use more, try to tap into their emotions more. So then what I did, I wrote down on my notes, okay, I need to do this. And the next day, as soon as I was speaking to girls, it was a little bit better. And I kept improving. And now I'm pretty good at speaking to girls compared to that France trip. Like I can make them laugh, I can tap into their emotions. It's much better. Obviously, I'm not a riz god at it, but it's better than before. I was with Lewis as well. We were in this, my friend Lewis, we were in this restaurant, and he was ordering or something. And then he was like, my name's Lewis, by the way. This is my friend Amani, and this is Joe. He was saying this to the waiter. And I was like, damn, Lewis, why is he telling them our name before? And I asked him this after. He was like, it shows you have value for yourself. It shows you have respect for yourself, and the other person will respect you more. So then I started to implement this, and it's pretty fucking effective. Sorry for my language. It's pretty effective. So learning from other people is a game changer. Okay, number 4 is take continuous action and don't get lost in false productivity. Like watching these videos, thinking you're being productive, and then not taking action. So a good example of this is, okay, you watch the video and then you take action after. A bad example of this is you watch this video, then you watch 10 other videos on how to be sociable. You sit in your room, you don't actually go out. You read how to win friends and influence people. You don't actually implement the skills, and your brain thinks you're being productive when you're not being productive, mate. I got lost in this before. I would spend like 3 hours watching these videos because it's kind of like a coping mechanism. I spent 3 hours watching the videos, and then when I actually wanted to go out and socialize, I just didn't. I didn't take any action. It was a bit pointless. It will save you so much time. Maybe watch one video and then go out. Maybe watch a video, read a chapter of the book, then go out and practice it. Because the main thing we want to do here is speak to people. So what's going to be the best way to speak to people? Speak to people. Go out and speak to people. This lady's giving me a funny look. I'm in a cafe, by the way. Sorry, there's a little noise in the background. I've got builders at my house, so there's like annoying noise there, like drilling. But yeah, the main thing is speak to people. So the best way to do it is speak to people. Get those reps in, build it up, and treat it like a bicep curl. Just keep curling. Lovely ladies. Number 5 is always initiate. This gives you like no excuse in social situations. So say you wanted to speak to this person, but then you're like, oh no, they had their headphones in, they didn't want to speak to me. When you always initiate, you have no excuses. If you always take responsibility in initiating the conversation, you're going to be so much more confident, and you can kind of choose where the direction where the conversation wants to go. So it's going to be more interesting. And I've noticed as I've spoken to more thousands of people, people love to get spoken to, or people love to get listened to, or made feel important, or like, or on the bus and it's really quiet, everyone's avoiding eye contact. People like it when you make a conversation, make like a funny observation or a funny joke. Like on the London Underground, everyone was just sitting there, looking around, like trying to avoid eye contact. And I got out my camera, I got out my mic, I started interviewing these ladies and these other Indian men, and it was so funny. Then I got the environment popping, I got it fun, and everyone was having a good time because I took action. If I didn't take action, everyone would have stayed there and I wouldn't have got that good conversation. Now, number 6, the final one, is have an unshakable positive attitude. And I don't mean like listen to Taylor Swift all the time and repost inspirational quotes on your Instagram story. I mean, when you're speaking to people, just be energetic. I don't know if you guys can do that as well, but I'm so energetic sometimes that you see me, I'm jumping up and down in my thing. So when I'm speaking to people, I have like 100% presence. I'm focused on them. I'm smiling. I'm like speaking like this. I never really use science in my videos, but I'm gonna quote Isaac Newton here. Energy cannot be destroyed. It can only be transferred. So if you're in a positive mood, people are gonna reciprocate that energy and they're gonna feel positive. If you're smiling, they're more likely to smile. Trust me, I work in an ice cream shop again. When I smile at customers, they smile back. And when I laugh, and then when I laugh and make them laugh, they laugh and smile back. It's a simple thing. And when I'm angry, to say like yesterday, I was angry because I was doing all the cleaning up at the ice cream shop, and I came back. I was in a bit of a low state of mood. It's transferred to other people, so it made my brother feel a bit worse. It made my mum feel a bit bad, and the environment overall wasn't that good. I don't know why I'm so positive all the time. Maybe it's a bit concerning, but like it makes such a difference. And then you've got this like shield around you, and people are gonna start to gravitate towards a shield, and it's gonna be really easy to socialize with these people. So going over it, we have make it easy to do, practice speaking to everyone, learn from others, take continuous action and no false productivity, always initiate, and finally have an unshakable positive attitude. That is it. I'll see you in the next one. Adios. Whatcha?